How's everyone doing? This is going to be another random bag of movies right here. If you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know what is your favorite out of this random bag of movies, DVDs and Blu-rays. I've done a few of these before, and you guys seem to like this, and it's kind of fun to do because a lot of times I'm not sure what's in this bag. My mom is getting ready to sell my parents' place, so I've been cleaning up all the stuff out of there, and she bagged some stuff up for me. And I didn't get a chance to look through everything yet, and I still had a bunch of movies and boxes over there. Most of the stuff that I really, wanted to have over here, I've gotten over here, but for a while I was storing stuff there. I got my comic books out of there, a whole bunch of different stuff, and I still got a bunch more to get, but almost all of the movies are out of there now, so I almost have everything over here, and I never had a chance to do a full collection overview properly, and I've gotten rid of like half the collection now, so I'm just trying to keep movies in my collection I can see myself rewatching again. But right here I can tell there's some stuff that I know what they are right from the fronts because they stick out, and I'll show those off first, in fact. First up are, let's put this right down here so I don't drop everything, are two of the Simpsons TV shows where it's like the face mold, that 3D face mold, which I love the design for it and the look for it, but it's not too practical. They don't really stand up that well. They kind of fall over, but I can probably get some stands for them, actually. I'll look into that. Actually, well, for this one it might be hard because the crusty mold down there at the bottom, but for this one I could do it for sure. I could put it on like a stand, but they always kind of like tip over a little bit. I gotta like figure a way to display them, and there's so many of them that you can't really have the room. My old roommate, when I lived here before, she was a huge Simpsons fan. I showed videos before, but she had like when you walked up the stairs in the hallway, a big Simpsons collection. She had a few of these too, which I thought always looked cool. I loved seeing that walking up the stairs. Now it's bare. I gotta put some posters up out there, but this is the 11th season and then the 12th season, and I need to clean off the outer slipcase parts right there, the plastic, but yeah, for a while they stopped making these on physical media, but now I heard they're bringing back The Simpsons on physical media, which is awesome. I would like to see Blu-ray ones too, and I don't believe the Blu-ray ones have any kind of like mold sets or anything like that, but they should. They should have, and I hate that too. A lot of TV shows especially do it where like one season will have Blu-ray and DVD, then the next season will be just DVD only, and the next season will be just DVD only, and then they'll have like another one where it's a Blu-ray and DVD. I'm like, that annoys the heck out of me. You need to, for whatever reason, TV seasons and shows do that all the time, but love this show. I think it's still great to this day. I do like Futurama a little bit more, and I even like, Family Guy and South Park. I think all of them are pretty good, although I think Family Guy has gone downhill big time. South Park, I think, is still relevant. They use a lot of current news stories. Simpsons as well. Very smart writing to this day. But Futurama is probably my favorites, and Simpsons is an all-time classic, so I love the heck out of it. Alright, let's, I don't have many Blu-rays in this bag that I can see right now anyways, at least at the top. But I'll show you the Blu-rays that are on the top. First up is Red Lights, which I love that slipcover. I saw this movie when it came out, and I remember thinking it was about average for me. I liked the concept, but I didn't necessarily love the execution. I did like the way that it kind of comes together at the end, and I thought that was kind of cool, but I just wanted a little bit more from it. A good cast in here, though. Cillian Murphy, Sigourney Weaver, Elizabeth Olsen, who I think is stunning. I liked her in Silent House. She's been in a bunch of, which was a really good American remake, a bunch of stuff. Toby Jones and Robert De Niro, of course. And there's, right there, the whole cast, and basically Sigourney Weaver is like a paranormal, well, she's basically does these investigations on people who claim they're paranormal people that can talk to spirits and stuff, and she disproves them. And Cillian Murphy works with her, and Robert De Niro is like one of the most famous magicians of all time, and he's doing a show, and there's interesting things that happen, especially towards the end of the movie. So I dig it, and I like the atmosphere to it too, and especially at the end of the movie, the way that it's shot, and like the color palette that they use works for the film. Next up is a romantic comedy movie, which is like my least favorite genre. I'm super picky. Serendipity is probably one of my all-time favorites. I don't know if you can include Princess Bride in there, but that'd be in there too, if so. But this one's actually pretty good. It's a time-traveling love story. It's Kate and Leopold with Meg Ryan, Hugh Jackman, Liev Schreiber, and Breckin Meyer from Road Trip. But yeah, there's like I can't remember the exact thing, but there's a rip through time that brings them together. And yeah, it's a pretty entertaining romance movie. And again, I'm not big into that. There's very few that there's too many cliches usually. And this does have some of it from what I can recall, but it works. And I thought it was good acting across the board and a good date movie overall. Sometimes you gotta have those in there. Alright, let's do the next stack. Criterion. DVD Criterion, David Cronenberg's Dead Ringers. I love the heck out of this movie. Big fan of David Cronenberg. Let me know what your favorite David Cronenberg movie is. Crash. The only Crash that deserves to be acknowledged. Not the terrible... I can't stand the Oscar. The one that won the Oscar is just one of the worst Oscar award-winning movies ever. That Chicago... There's a whole bunch, but... the Crash that won the Oscar, it was just so trite. All the characters were cliche-ridden. It was so transparent, just so overt in your face, just over the top with everything, especially the scene with the little girl and the gun. It was just, oh, come on. It just hurts to even think about that movie, that it won over Capote, it went over Munich. So many choices. Every other nominee was better than Crash. To me, it angers me, that movie. And some people love it. It's such a glaring, trite cliche in every aspect. It's uninspired. But Cronenberg's Crash, check it out if you haven't. A little subversive in a good way. A lot subversive, but in a great way. This is one about, I think they're two surgeons. They're twin brothers, both played by Jeremy Irons. And I just remember it being pretty intense. There's a few other people in here too, I'm trying to remember. But I just remember it being really creepy and unique. The twin brothers, and how one is like more outgoing than the other. And then there's a romance aspect that kind of changes things. But really strong performance from Jeremy Irons, and great directing here. And this doesn't have a Blu-ray Criterion Collection release, but I believe Scream Factory recently released this on Blu-ray. I'd rather have the Criterion Collection release it, but I don't know, Scream Factory to me, all the stuff that, you know, people go crazy for, but all the releases that they put out on Blu-ray are ones that have had Blu-ray releases before usually, or, you know, this one, when they released it on Blu-ray, I don't think it has another Blu-ray release, but all the other ones they've released lately, it seems like to have previous Blu-ray releases. Misery, you know, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, like all the different ones. So I'm just like, I can't get too excited when you've had this same movie released so many times before. I get it, sometimes it might have some, you know, new cover art and a couple new special features, but I need more. I don't know. I want more new releases, like releases that haven't had Blu-ray releases before. All right, next up is Silence of the Lambs, which just got a Criterion Collection release. And I think I'm probably going to let this go. If somebody wants to do a trade for this one, let me know. It's brand new, still sealed. I think I had the old DVD Criterion for it too. And I think that had some more special features, so I'm hoping they ported those ones over to the new Blu-ray. Sometimes they don't always port over on the DVD special features to the Blu-ray, which another thing that annoys me. Welcome to Mooseport with Ray Romano and Gene Hackman. I've only seen parts of this. I've never seen the full thing. So got this at Blockbuster, apparently. Looking forward to checking this one out in its entirety. Dreamland, which, again, I think I've only seen parts of this one, so I'm looking forward to checking this out in its entirety as well. I like the cast in here, too. Justin Long, Gina Gershon, always stunning, and whoever that blonde chick is, woof. But John Corbett, I guess that's probably maybe Agnes Bruckner or Kelly Garner, one of the two. But either way, all the girls on here are pretty attractive. Next up is Wonder Boys. I know of this film, but I've never seen it. This is one that's still sealed in the 3 different security stickers, which always annoy the heck out of me. And then you get all the adhesive on there on the sides. It was such a pain to take off. But you got Michael Douglas, Tobey Maguire, Frances McDormand, who just won an Oscar. Congratulations to her. Robert Downey Jr. and Katie Holmes. Right there. Katie Holmes apparently is now, I don't know if they have a serious relationship or not, with Jamie Foxx. I always thought that was kind of interesting because Jamie Foxx and Tom Cruise were together in Collateral starring. And of course, Tom Cruise used to be married to Katie Holmes. You're breaking the bro code, Jamie Foxx. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe they talked it out. I don't know. Maybe they're just not friends. They don't care. But I really liked Collateral. I know everybody craps on Tom Cruise, but big fan of his, and I thought Collateral was excellent. He was excellent in it. But yeah, Wonder Boys. I don't know too much about this one. But actually, it sounds pretty interesting. A unfinished novel, a stolen car, and a murdered pet, and a failing marriage are just some of the things going on here. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. A good cast in there. And we've got, ooh, Leonard Skinner still sealed. I used to have a whole bunch of these, like music performance ones. This is live from Steeltown. It was recorded in '97 in Pennsylvania, Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. So there you go, the definitive live album from Leonard Skinner. But yeah, I like a lot of these live performance DVDs and stuff like that. They need to do more of those for Blu-ray as well. And here is a really cool one I forgot about. I love The Prestige. It's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, but it's the only Christopher Nolan movie that I don't have in 4K. I got to get that. Let me know what your favorite Christopher Nolan movie is. But it has a nice lenticular cover slipcase right there on the back too. But I love this film so friggin' much. And I think this is a Japanese edition, but it's basically all about this. I used to get all kinds of different collector's editions back in the day. Nice gold case too. But I think, yeah, besides that, it's just, you know, got a 2-disc edition. Nice swing tray and maybe like a booklet. No, just like an no, it's a booklet. All right, well, kind of a little bit of a booklet and then an advertisement on there for other stuff. But, yeah, essentially, I guess this was just all about the outer slipcase, which is friggin' awesome. And I do love the movie, so... Is this... I'm trying to find out if this is Chinese or Japanese. I can't really tell. I'm looking at... I don't know. I'll have to look this up later. But either way, I got it for the slipcase. I think I'm going to keep this one because I do love the film, and that is pretty cool. I've never seen anybody else have this edition out there. But pretty friggin' awesome. If you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. One of the highest recommendations I can give. David Bowie up in there, too. A little bit of a role, but... really strong performances from Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. And I love the ending for it. Next up is American Graffiti, which I need to get the Blu-ray for this, but I do like this one. This is the franchise collection. So this is the first one and second one. And you have the Velcro piece right there. And it opens up like that. It's one of the flipper discs, which I hate that. American Graffiti. And, well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it's... I don't see where it says side 2. I don't know, maybe... No, wait, it is side 2. Side 2 is more American Graffiti. Okay, I guess that's the sequel, I'm assuming. And this is... I don't know if this ever had a booklet. I just noticed this, but there's like... Maybe this had some kind of booklet thing in there, and it's not in there anymore. Interesting, but I dig the design for it. But, yeah, I'll have to check more into this. Is more American Graffiti? Yeah, I guess it is. More American Graffiti is the sequel. I thought that's a terrible name. You gotta, at least American Graffiti, too. Alright, there's only a couple more left in here. Bags away. Snow and bags in here. Rain and bags, whatever. Sugar and Spice, which I remember seeing back in the... Is this like the heist one? There's a couple of these movies where I got like mixed up. These 3 cheerleaders are holding up more than pom-poms. Yeah, there's the bank robbery. I remember being pretty cheesy, but it was during that whole time of like late 90s, early 2000s where I had like the whole Bring It On, and there's a whole bunch of these kind of one with some of the similar actresses in here, or some of the same actresses in several movies. Melissa George, Mina Cervani, a few other recognizable. James Marsden is in here, but yeah, I remember this being entertaining, and I'm looking forward to revisiting this one actually because the girls were attractive, and I remember being kind of fun. Judge me. I don't care. Saturday Night Best of Adam Sandler. Let me know what your favorite Adam Sandler movie is. He was great in SNL. All the skits and the music stuff. I love the heck out of it. So this is old school right here. I can't wait to pop this in. Cajun Man, Opera Man. I dig it. That's bringing me back right there. Next up is... Rob Schneider in The Animal. I got to see Rob Schneider perform at my local comedy club, Stress Factory Comedy Club. Big shout out if you're in the New Brunswick, New Jersey area, Central Jersey, New Jersey at all. Check it out. Best comedy club around. Love it. But he was great, and he was super friendly. He signed a couple things for me after the show. If I would have known where this was, I would have gotten this signed as well. I have a picture with him too, but he was really funny and really nice and friendly to the fans. He stayed to the very end, talked to everybody. So big props to him. This is super cheesy, but I dig it. It's one of those, you can call it a guilty pleasure movie, but I dig it. It's ridiculous. All the movies he kind of did were pretty ridiculous, but I used to have a big poster of Deuce Bigalow on my wall, the first one. When Easy Video was still around, they gave out some of the movie posters, and that was a cheesy, fun one too. But yeah, there you go. Those are the random bag of movies, different stuff. Let me know what you think of them, if you've seen any of them, and which was your favorite pickup from this lot right here. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.